Hey y'all, it's Richard with Rip One Outdoors. Yeah, we came back to Picayune today on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. We're gonna do a little ride. Problem is, we don't have a bike. And look, we don't have a rack. No rack and no bike. That's a problem. Or is it a problem? It's not a problem if you've got the Magicycle Jaguarundi. Yep, that's right, y'all. We got that Magicycle Jaguarundi, the folding e-bike. I call it the luxury folding e-bike because I've had a chance to look at it. I've had a chance to put it together, and I tried to come up with terms for it. I think that term fits. It's a luxury folding bike because it is such a nice bike. Let's get him out the truck here and let's take a look at it. All I had to do was let my seats up. I've seen this bike utilized with such cars as like the Chevy Equinox and little, hatchbacks and what have you. Yeah, let's get it out. One thing I want y'all to know though up front, just because it's a folding bike doesn't mean you can just pick it up and sling it around anywhere you want to. This bike is 72 pounds, okay? Just bear that in mind. You need to have two people. I understand there's some people that use totes and what have you. They put their bikes in totes. That's something I need to think of here. But let's get him out. We ready to ride. Yep, that's it, y'all. We've got the Magicycle Jaguarundi, and it's in the midnight blue color. Isn't that pretty? I don't know if y'all can see that against my old truck here or not, but I thought that was really pretty. Yeah, Magicycle has been good to work with, y'all. They supplied us this bike here for our testing and for our ride-along videos. We didn't have a folding bike, and I saw that there was a need for one. We have a few companies that wanted to send us folding bikes, and I said, I want to see what Magicycle's got. So they kindly obliged us on that. And here we have it. Yeah, here's what we're gonna do first. Before we get into any rides or anything, we're gonna show you how we received the bike, show you how it came packaged. We're gonna assemble it. And I did ask them for a rear rack so we could use that to haul around our equipment and everything with. So we're going to go from there. So we're going to assemble it, and then we're going to get it out, and then we're going to take a test ride. So y'all hang around, don't go away. We'll be back with you. Okay, y'all, it's the Magicycle Jaguarundi. We got the box here. The box was in pretty good, decent shape. Looked like somebody tried to bust into it down there at the bottom. Looks like this side wall is kind of tore in half, but I've already looked inside of it. I don't see any physical damage, but we'll know more once we get it out the box. So let's get it out the box, and then we'll go from there. There's one of them big mattresses, a little foam mattress. I don't throw them away, y'all. Here is the accessory box. It's tore up, but I don't think there's anything missing out of it. Let's set it over here. And I think instead of cutting the box, methinks we're gonna try to lift it out. Maybe get the wheel out first. Yeah. Try to get the wheel out first and then go from there. 2 fenders. And set these aside. Let's see what I can do that. Look at that. There we go. That's one way to do it. Now we can have the box to put our trash in. Okay. Y'all know the routine with these here. When they go back on, this little conical shaped spring right here, the sharp end goes towards the inside of the wheel. Okay. And they call this thing a skewer. I've called it a spear before. I don't think it really matters. But it's got this nice little quick release clamp right here. And I'll show y'all how to get that tightened up. Right now, we can... let's lift it up off of this. So I'm going to set my foot right here. And we'll lift it up. And we'll set the fork right down on the floor. Okay. Now I'm going to reach in here. See if I can show that to y'all. Right there is a little spacer that's inside the brake caliper. I'm going to pop that out. Okay. I'll be careful. I'm going to be careful not to hit the brake levers while I'm doing this. Let's lift it up and let's set this bad boy down on there. And that looks good to me. I can lean it over on the quick stand right now if I wanted to, but I want to try to do this, most of it, holding it in the upright position. But I'm going to have to lean it over in order to get the skewer started. Let's get it spun in some. Okay. Then I'm going to hold the wheel and hold the frame upright here. Make sure that what I want to do is I want to make sure that I've got the fork sitting square down on the wheel. I don't want it to be cockeyed. Loosen it up just a little bit. Let's try that. Yes. All right, that feels pretty good. We should be able to test now. We got brake. Yep. Yep, looks good. All right, now we can lean it over on the kickstand. There's a lot of videos out there that showing how to put this thing together. I may not be doing it exactly the way somebody else does, but Hey, that's all right. But the way I've always done it, it held. That's the main thing. And that's a nylon lock nut right there. $10mm end wrench. Give it that little Now I've got these little brackets over here. Gonna put these little rods that ties off over here to these brackets. Why did I put the front fender on first? Because it's the one that I had in my hand. Looks good. Now we'll plug our wire in for the light. Y'all remember the routine for this. Line the arrows up. You not only line the arrows up, but you can feel it. Feel a little notch in there, okay? And there we go. Okay, y'all. Let's put the back fender on. I'm gonna pick that up off of that tire some. May have to adjust it again. That's it. Let's put the pedals on now. The pedals are marked right and left, so we'll put the left on, and we know that the left is left-hand threads. $15mm wrench, y'all. Right hand pedal, right hand threads. Beautiful. Beautiful, that's ready. Okay, y'all. Next, we have a rack we've got to put on the back of the bike. It didn't ship with the bike, but they shipped it separately from China, and it didn't take it just a day or so to get here. So we're going to put that on. That's a nice little cute looking rack. Check that out, huh? I've already loosened the screws up while y'all wasn't watching. It's got 4 screws, holds it on. 2 on, I mean, it's pretty easy to see here. 1, 1, 1, 1. Then it comes with a tail light, and we're gonna connect that tail light up. And I haven't done this, but I watched my buddy Bruce out in Oregon do it, and that light connects right up in here in this little box where the controller is there. So we know what we got to do here. See how well this thing lines up here. That fits like a sock on a rooster there. Y'all ever heard that term? Sock on a rooster? Yeah, I about got used to having a rack, y'all. I don't care if it's even on a little small bike like this, a little folding bike. I still like to have them a rack, because you got to haul equipment around. And you know something else? I was just thinking I may put a front basket on this thing. I don't know. I figure it might get in the way as far as a folding bike's concerned. But if I go to riding it around here too much, you know. But I want this bike to be portable. And I think a basket may just get in the way. So let's just say we're not going to put a basket on it at this time. And then let's see what happens. Alright, what I did is I turned the bike over. Okay, it's easier for me. I'm not as nimble on my knees anymore as I used to be, and it was easier for me to flip this bike over. So I got it flipped over here in the floor of the shed, and what I did is these three screws that I pulled out, I left one because I just didn't want to take the plate off. But it's in this little box right here behind the pedals here, and this little controller right here, it just slips out, y'all. It just slips out. Okay, I'm gonna run it right. I'm gonna run this wire. Run that wire right from right here. It's attached to the frame with a zip tie, and I'm gonna come right here, and I'm gonna tie a zip tie right here to this main wire that runs the hub there. Let's see. That needs to go behind the kickstand. Yep. Yep. Let me pop it back loose. That needs to go behind the kickstand there. I don't think I would have had enough to just flip it over. Flipped it over the kickstand. That'll work right there. Lining up the arrows. There we go. And that's going to be excellent. Got some little zip ties right here. Harbor Freight specials. How many of y'all deal with Harbor Freight? I love Harbor Freight. And if y'all don't have one of them, you need to get you one. I saw them at Harbor Freight. That's a handy little device right there. Make a couple of connections here with zip ties. Tie it down. Okay, y'all. We've got the fenders put on. We've got the back rack put on. It was a breeze to put together. There just wasn't that much to it. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go out and take a test ride. Let's see how it rides. See what kind of power it's got. I'm anxious. I think it's going to be great. I wanted to show y'all something. This was sent to me by one of my viewers out in Las Vegas. Mr. John. Mr. John bought me a little tag here from a company called Ink My Plate. And we tried to put it on our truck, but I don't have a place on the front of my truck to put a tag. But anyway, we're going to put it in the shed. He wanted me to put it in my shed here somewhere when we go to filming. So you'll see this stuck behind me, or you know, in different places whenever we're filming in the shed. Thank you, Mr. John. Y'all are special people. We appreciate y'all watching. They really enjoy watching the Rip One Outdoors videos. And we really enjoy seeing their input on our channel. So we'll catch y'all outside when we'll go to do our test ride. All right, let's kick it up a notch. Yeah, we're just gonna ride around the silk stocking here, y'all. You people that watch me know where silk stocking is, and we park here at the school. Why do we do it at the school? Because it's quiet and peaceful there. And well, we had a few exceptional cars come by and all, but yeah, we said we're riding a Magicycle Jaguarundi. Thank you, Magicycle, for sending us this bike for our testing and our review and our ride-along videos. I've only taken it for a little ride there in the yard there at the house. So this is actually my first time to ride with it. So far, so good. I tell you, it's a fun little bike. Brother Donald would call it a hoot. Well, I call it a hoot nanny. You know what I like about it? I tell you right up front, straight up and down, what I like about it. I like the fact that you can fold it up and throw it there behind the seat of your truck. Yeah. Now, y'all, of course, the brakes sound real good, but I don't have these brakes bedded in yet. As we said, I don't even have 1.5 miles on it yet. Yeah, let's take a ride through Silk Stocking. Not really a beautiful sunshiny day, but it's not bad. I don't think it's a chance of rain. We're in pedal assist level 2 right now. We're getting about 13.6 miles per hour. When we bump it up, pedal assist 3, that's 16.8 miles per hour. Pedal assist 4, that's 19.5 miles per hour. Now I am ghost pedaling, so I will be looking at putting an 1128 or 1134 freewheel on it, because I like to feel a little tension in them pedals when I'm pedaling. Y'all believe this bike's been out? Y'all look how pretty. I believe this bike's been out for I don't know, 7 or 8 months now. I think it come out in about August of last year. But as we said, we didn't have a folding bike. We didn't have a folding bike there at the house, and so I asked Magicycle, and Magicycle, they eagerly obliged, because they know we feature their products on my ride-along videos. And also thank you to my viewers. I had viewers asking me if I was going to review this bike, or could I review this bike, and I say thank you to them, and Magicycle has fulfilled our need. Look at this, y'all. No, that's not my house right there. But that's a pretty place. Hey, that place looks like it's for sale. But suspension-wise, I tell you, it's got hydraulic suspension with lockout and adjustable, what do you call that? Trauma adjustable shocks there. That's pretty good. It works. Hey, the suspension, I feel it pretty good. Okay, y'all, we back with you. Had to stop. There was a interesting gentleman right up there. He flagged me down. He wanted to know about this bike I was riding. And he said he had heard of them and seen them, but he never seen one up close. So I stopped and introduced him to him, and he got a good look at the Magicycle Jaguarundi. A combat veteran from Vietnam. Flew helicopters in combat. And thank you, sir, for your service. I'm gonna recognize you, but it'll be on a different video from this one. But yeah, we're coming on around in Silk Stocking here. Coming to one of my favorite places here. Beautiful. Okay, y'all, so what do I think about this bike? It's different. It's different. And you might say, well, what's different about it? Well, I'm used to a cruiser, so there's a lot of it different to me. It's a 20-inch bike as opposed to a 26-inch bike that I'm used to riding. But I can tell you, it's got a wow factor about it. As I stated earlier in the video, it's a hootenanny to me. It's got plenty of power. That 600 watt rear hub motor, I tell you what, it delivers. Plenty of torque. The brakes, they're stopping real good. Whether they're Bengal or what, or whoever they are. I'm thinking they're Bengal. Let's hit them. Yeah. Good results there. Let's ride down and let's go through the little street fair there. They having a little fair there by the little market there by the railroad. My wife wants to see if they got somebody got some snap beans and new potatoes. If they do, I'm gonna tell them to bag me up some. Let's see if this 20-inch tires can get through these big old slags here. Oh yeah. Hey ladies.
I like your bike.
Oh, thank you. My wife wanted me to check, see somebody was supposed to have some cake slices.
This is the
Is that
cake.
you?
Yeah.
Sugar
oh
spoon?
God.
Oh, she did say that.
Yeah, she said you have all the money. That's what she said.
Yeah. Y'all got the beans and new potatoes?
We did.
Did have. I figured I'd be too late.
Sold out.
All right. Yeah,
More next week.
that's a hot commodity there.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank y'all.
Wheel around, yeah.
Okay, y'all, we coming back down the road here, coming back towards the pick-em-up truck. I like the bike, y'all. I like the bike. Power, it has plenty power to spare. You might see, say it's got a 600 watt motor. Oh, I don't know about that. Here's one with a 750 watt motor. Let me tell you something. This thing is not short on power. It'll pull out on a hill. Went through that rough area where I was back there by the market looking at those goods with no problem. The suspension, it rides real good. I will be putting the suspension seat post on it though, y'all know me. It's got these Bengal brakes. I'm afraid I didn't get all the brakes bedded in today, but I will do that. But there's no rattling, no scratching, no screeching, nothing. It sounds real good. It does have cruise control. There we go, right there. I'm not sure I'm a big fan of the cruise control, but hey, if you are, there you go. It's got cruise control. I mean, it's not a problem for me, but it's probably something that I could do without. So we're rolling back in here to truck, y'all. And I'm gonna call this a successful first ride. I really can. We're gonna fold it up. Maybe I can get the camera out here and show y'all how we can fold it back up. And we're gonna put it right up in that truck right there. If you've got a hatchback car, if you've got a Chevy Equinox type of car, a Honda or Nissan, hey, it'll fit. All right, y'all. Let's get around here. Let's get the door open here. I am gonna take the battery off this time. Got the battery off. All right, y'all, let me get my phone off. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do, hit this little red latch right here. Break it. Fold the handlebar over. I keep wanting to call it a steering wheel. Release the latch down here on the bottom. It's got the nice little stand here to set it on while you're getting sorted out. And we're gonna grab it like this. There you go. Hey, if you decide you want to buy one of these Magicycle Jaguarundis, check that link in the description, and also use those coupon codes and get you an extra $100, $200, whatever it is. Y'all hit that like and that subscribe. If you got any questions, comments, or any kind, shoot us an email. riponeoutdoors@gmail.com. There you go, the folding Jaguarundi. We'll catch y'all on the next one.